Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're in your 20s right now, navigating college, stressing over tuition fees, trying to manage everyday expenses, and you desperately want to kickstart your career to an extreme level, you've probably searched for ways to make some extra money online, right? Well, today we are unpacking an absolutely incredible blueprint. We're talking about how a college student can literally build and monetize a profitable mobile game with zero coding skills. None. We're going to explore how you can leverage modern AI tools to do the heavy lifting for you, transforming a simple idea into a real cash-generating digital asset. Let's be real for a second. We all know the dilemma. You need cash for fees and living costs, but every single time you search for ways to earn online, you hit this massive wall of generic advice. Everyone says, oh, just become a video editor or design YouTube thumbnails. And honestly, reality sets in fast. You realize you kind of need a master's degree in Premiere Pro and 40 spare hours a week. And let's face it, as a student, you simply do not have that kind of time. Okay, let's dive into this step-by-step zero-skill playbook. We're going to cover 1. The freelance trap, 2. Building apps without code, 3. Adding the Desi touch, 4. 2 ways to monetize, and finally, 5. The big corporate buyout. Section 1. The freelance trap. Why standard advice fails. Traditional freelancing requires intense skill building and massive time investments. The zero-skill playbook, however, uses AI tools for lightning-fast execution with absolutely no coding required. And hey, let me just clear the air right off the bat. This is not some shady, scammy, tap-to-earn scheme, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you to refer your friends for pennies. This is a legitimate, real-world strategy to execute actual ideas incredibly quickly using modern AI. Sure, it requires a bit of dedication and creativity, but it entirely bypasses the years of technical education that you normally need to build an app. Section 2. Building apps without code, the AI tech stack. Okay, here is the exact tech stack, step by step. Step 1, you just explain your basic idea to ChatGPT and let it generate a highly detailed technical prompt for you. Step 2, you open a platform called Code Flying in your browser, hit Create New App, and literally just paste that prompt right into the box. Step 3 is where the absolute magic happens. Code Flying actually analyzes your idea and starts asking you clarifying questions. It'll smartly ask about your target audience and your overall concept just to make sure it's building exactly what you need. Once you confirm, it starts generating the application entirely for free. And this brilliantly illustrates the coolest part. You don't have to wait weeks to see a prototype. Nope. Code Flying generates a QR code right there on your screen. You scan it, and instantly you are playing your newly generated app on your phone. It even has integrated sound effects. It's literally right there in the palm of your hand. Section 3. Adding the Desi touch, localizing your game for a specific audience. Think about it. A standard puzzle game features generic candies. But to really stand out, we want to create a hyper-localized experience. So using the Code Flying chatbot, you simply type a prompt like, replace the candies with pani puri, idli, dosa, and momos. And instantly, the AI swaps out those generic sweets for the street food we all actually crave, creating a highly recognizable, authentic cultural connection. It completely transforms the feel of the game. Furthermore, you aren't just left with some static game you can't touch. You actually gain access to a full, user-friendly admin control panel. You can seamlessly manage users, edit the levels, swap out the food elements whenever you want, and track player progress. Basically, you have complete, smooth control over your application's data and settings without ever needing to look at a single line of backend code. Section 4. 2 ways to monetize, turning the game into cash. I want you to keep this number in mind. 2, because there are exactly 2 distinct, clear paths to cash out on this brand new game you just generated. Let's move to these 2 strategies and see how this builds. You essentially have 2 paths. Method 1 is self-promotion. That means launching the game yourself and hustling, marketing it via viral Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. The payout there is variable. It totally depends on your marketing skills. But method 2, that is the direct sale. This is the ultimate pro move. This is where you take your hyper-localized game and sell it directly to a major competing company for potentially massive, high-value payout. Section 5. The big corporate buyout. Executing the pro move. So the crucial point is understanding the underlying business logic here. When a massive, popular gaming company spots a potential competitor, especially a highly localized clone that is rapidly capturing a specific market demographic, like an Indian audience, they are put in a really tough spot. They practically only have 2 options. They can either spend a ton of time and resources developing extra features for their original game to try and win that audience back, or they can take the much faster route and simply buy out the competitor directly. Because of this dynamic, massive gaming companies are constantly forced to acquire smaller, localized games just to fiercely protect their market share. Competitors will either build extra features or buy you out. Make them buy you out. It's such an incredibly empowering concept, isn't it? Just taking action with these modern AI tools can completely transform you from a broke college student stressed about daily expenses into a digital entrepreneur holding a highly saleable asset. The tools are free, the blueprint is crystal clear, and the barrier to entry has quite literally vanished. So the only question left to answer is, what localized, hyper-targeted game are you going to build first?